Millions of federal student loan borrowers woke up to major changes from the Department of Education. The Trump administration is touting this as the biggest overhaul to the system in decades. Sarah Wilson joins us now to explain the changes. Good afternoon, Sarah.
James, good afternoon to you. The biggest change here is to the SAVE program. That was implemented under President Biden. It is now gone. The roughly 7 million borrowers in it now have 90 days to choose between two new plans instead of 6. One is an income-driven repayment program. The other is a standard repayment program. There are also now caps on how much students can borrow. Lower income borrowers are expected to be impacted the most because they will be facing higher monthly payments.
I think from a federal perspective, it puts less pressure on taxpayer and taxpayer funding to cover the costs. One of the concerns is that it's going to increase payment. The new changes will increase payments. It will also push more borrowers towards private loans. And the biggest concern is that a lot of people looking for higher education may forego that.
The Department of Education does have a repayment calculator on its website so borrowers can calculate the monthly cost and compare those two plans. They do have to apply for one of those two plans, James, within that 90 days. They can do so on studentaid.gov.
Do we know anything about any caps associated with this?
Yeah, so the caps vary on what kind of school you are going to, or rather what you are going for. So essentially, if you are going to graduate school, your borrowing cap is going to be at $100,000. If you are seeking a doctorate, a PhD, if you're going to med school, anything along those lines, it's $200,000. And that is very different from what we saw before because there was no cap.
Yeah, all right. Some interesting news for a lot of people waking up this morning and seeing that email. I'm sure for a lot of people who owe money, they're like, oh boy, here we go.
Yeah, and so many of them knew that this was coming. We were, I was part of this repayment program. I was given an alert a couple months ago that this was going to happen, so now it's finally taking effect.
Very good. Sarah Wilson, thank you so much for bringing that up to date for us.
Hi, I'm Eric Finkenbinder from ABC 27. We're excited to announce the new ABC 27 News Plus app. Live stream newscasts or watch content on demand. This is different than the ABC 27 app on your smartphone. You can check this out at home and it's very easy to use. With a Fire Stick, go to the home page, scroll down to search. From there, enter ABC 27. Move over to the apps and there we are. Click the icon and install. It's just that easy.